And we're back.
Yeah.
Alright, let's, more wilds?
Hey.
Oh. Shouldn't, what's his name? Shouldn't Hiravas know about this place? Because this is his, like, people's.
This is the place. My big brother's last battle. I wish I could tell you what we're looking for. Anything from that battle, I guess. Whatever 15 years of rain hasn't buried. You see my brother's ghost, you give me a holler, all right? Hey.
I shall be discreet.
Not much here. Two, Risa.
Ooh, what do you got in here? Orland's Bramble Ring. Rings. I mean, might as well use it, because no reason not to. It's just an extra slot. Well, probably wouldn't be traps in here. Oh, Clîaban. A man stands before you, his face smeared with green and ochre dyes. Hides and furs cover his body, and he holds a spear in one hand.
What brings you here?
Back to your village, Estremor. You are lucky the three-tusked Stelgar other quarry to do. I'm looking for a group of people who may already have been through the ruins. So are we. That is why we wait here, Estremor. And that is why I've decided to let you leave in peace. These individuals are my enemies too. If you let me in, I can bring them out for you. He laughs. And allow even more Estremorwen to trample sacred ground? Certainly not. Oh, so they're the, well, you already messed up once. What's the harm in doing it again on our account? Seeing as how we're probably much nicer people. We will wait. If they are inside, they must come out, and when they do, he slides a fingertip along the point of his spear and shows you the drop of blood. The sacred place of the builders. And neither your feet nor ours shall sully its stones. The grasses, however, he grins and hefts the spear, I will gladly water with your blood. If not the toughest the Glenfaffin tribes, Hiravas mutters from behind you, his voice kept low for just you to hear. The three Tusk are certainly the most belligerent and uncivilized. They tame Stelgairs and ride them into battle, which tell you everything you need to know about their subtlety and self-preservation instincts. His snarling grin winds. Have the farmers grown too fearful to even mention our name? We are the fiercest of the 6 tribes of Ir Glenfaff, and we are the guardians of the monument here. How did they make their living then? Never heard of the builders. They are known by other names in the heathen tongue of farm folk. They are the ancients who built this place and many more like it, and we of the 6 tribes guard their legacy. Oh, I mean, I probably have to... Am I going to have to fight them when I come back out? That would be weird. Well, they're staunchly against anybody coming in this way, right? So if even if I go in through some other way...
No, never mind.
Those face painters can't guard that place forever.
Oh?
These ruins are claimed, friend. On your way.
No need to get riled, boys. We're just passing by.
Look at his talisman, Pag. Eothasian.
How about that? A godless sack of shit. We got a blazing corpse worshiper on our hands.
Bandits and looters are looking down on other people? That's...
Actually, they never found the body.
Edir fumes. He opens his mouth to say something, then closes it. Quickly replaces his frown with a polite smile.
Only reason for the legacy is because the Duke doesn't got the guts to see you all slaughtered. The gods want you dead. Me and Pag, though, we've done our part during the purges. Didn't we, Pag?
Seamstresses?
Make your cracks now. Got no god or homeland to avenge you. By Magrin, this'll be short work.
Do you always swear by your god when you do a devil's work?
Doesn't matter who it was for anyway. Country's better for the purges.
I probably could have done a
Maybe we start a
diplomatic
new
thing,
purge
but
right
nah,
here.
man, I want to end this guy. Oh. Oh, wow. Can only use it very briefly here. Well,
They were right. That was short work.
I did your job. I did those guys' jobs for them. What's in here? Oh, damn it! Why can you only hold 4 camping supplies? Standard piece. What is this? The tip of some metal object protrudes from a mound of watery river silt. With both hands, you and Nadir begin digging the mud until the object is dislodged. You close your hand around it and pull it from the wet earth. The object is a steel semicircular frame about the size of your fist. At even points around the semicircle, jagged points jut out like tongues of flame, the rays of a rising sun. At the sun's center is the carved silhouette of a vorless plant.
I've seen these before. They top the standards of Raid Ceres. Or did when Wyvern was alive. Well, it's something. Just not sure what it gets me.
Don't Row might be able to make something of it. It's a thought. A lot of people would have touched this. Standard bearer is a position of honor in most places, but the Reedserans actually took to fighting for it. What I heard. Serious bunch. It's not a lot to hang hopes on, but hey, we're lucky to find anything at all. So it's back to Defiance Bay, I guess. Lest we spot my brother's bones laying around on our way out.
Hey.
Is there any other thing? Oh, you can probably... It's probably a different area, right? A broken bridge lies before you. Most of it appears to have crumbled into the river centuries ago, leaving 2 jagged ledges on either side of the water. You see a yawning passage into the mountain on the other side. You might be able to jump across the gap. You got decent athletics. Tyrannus misjudges the gap and barely makes it across, spraining a wrist in the process. Oh, so he takes a...
Hey.
Oh, so he takes a debuff. Minus 15 deflection. Well, this probably leads into the ruins, and on our way out, that guy's probably gonna bother us. Lore doesn't seem that useful outside of, like, I haven't used scrolls at all. Maybe they're super good, I don't know. But lore seems mainly for your main character to pass checks with in the story. Gameplay wise, it's not that great. We're probably sneaky. There's probably traps in here. Maybe? Who knows? Oh, whoa, what? Oh, there's a troll.
Yes?
Following your lead.
Can I change this, Let's see. What does this do? That's pretty good, actually. It's good for him. Yeah, that's general. Fortitude and
Hey.
black ooze, huh?
Gord.
Oh, multiple black ooze.
Hey. You're not.
What we got? Ooze plasma.
On the hunt.
Alright, we'll go slowly. Might be traps around here. I'm assuming this is the actual entrance. Oh.
Leave it to me.
I have so much CC that fighting against one target is super easy.
Hey.
Because I can just knock him down whenever.
Hey.
Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
Oh. Should we check the... Oh, this is level 1, so that assumes there's a level 2 and a 3. Ah, that's where... Okay, so that's where the exit is. If you want to do your job guarding this place, maybe you should have, check by that broken bridge.
And the fire.
Why did I? Okay, well, I guess he's just go scout himself then. Oh no.
Hey.
How did these oozes get everywhere?
That's it.
Oh, well, there's another trap.
Hey.
There's probably more. Oh god, more trolls.
A simple test. That's settled.
Whoa, there are a lot of bodies in there.
Hey.
Let's explore together. Oh, yeah.
If thou feel up.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I have free AoEs now. Completely forgot. Now that he's back in my party. Well, we did some grave robbing. It's for a good cause, though.
What?
What is this? Hunkering always for nations and gold. They were ruthless and fearless. Ooh. Sora's supper plate. Stolen from the table of Ogre Matron Sora by Pharaoh Dulka after he infiltrated her compound to assassinate her. Sora's supper plate became the assassin's running joke. In the moment of his triumph, Pharaoh pulled the iron plate from under the matron's lifeless head, and held it up like a shield. Thinking himself quite clever, he took the plate and several of Sora's eating utensils to a local blacksmith and had a shield fashioned from them. The sharp blades protruding from the front of the shield proved an excellent deterrent against foes at close range, and Pharaoh took to wielding it regularly, until he lost his shield, his arm, and his life to Sora's daughter. Oh, wow. Hell, this tiny Animat. Oh, wow, so many pets. It just gives extra deflection. It's not amazing. Hey. Hold up, actually, it might be good for him.
Need something?
Because he's not a real tank. So I'll give him a small shield. Alright, yeah, 8 deflection. They have retaliation on it. So there you go. It's just a better upgrade.
Hey.
I'll stay out of sight.
Let's see this ogre. Corrupted druid. What? Walk out of that freaking acid pit. There you go.
What? If it makes you rest easier.
Oh, we got some important shit over there. Oh. What is this? I'll take some jewels. See how far I can go before I find a trap again. Oh no. Okay.
Hey.
Yes?
Hey.
I didn't think anything could down there.
Swamp lurker, I don't know what that does.
Of course.
What?
Oh, somebody leveled. Wow, he leveled. It's kind of weird because I got him first. And I think he's actually the furthest behind on levels. Alright, he just needs lore, right? No, I think I'll give him the survival 7 also. There we go. Confusion, wall of flame. Minor aquamarine. What does this do? Oh. Flame shields. Confusion. That could be good. Arcane Veil. What does this do? Oh, boost deflection. Defensive, sneak reflexes. What does reflexes stop? Physically harmful AoE. Okay. So stops AoE attacks. Mental Fortress. Body control. Breaks slow retreat. Deflection in general is just good. So I'm probably just gonna take that unless there's a... Oh, actually he's super good with quick slots, right? Because he can get more that means he can use more one-handed style was that? I'll probably take the marksman thing. I'm assuming this works on wands because they count as range attacks.
Hey. Hey.
See now what the flame has shown us?
Gotta be in sneaking mode all the time now. Oh, well, no. Okay. Well, the rest of you guys.
Hey. You're not getting through me.
Break range. Whoa, there's a lot of you guys. Okay, well.
That's not very helpful.
Following your lead. Your tail ends here!
Yo, he just charged somebody?
Yes?
What? There's a...
You're not getting through.
There we go. Alright, I don't think we need a camp yet. Soon though.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Where does this lead? What's this? Savages massed at the gates with their arrows and swords and spears, yearning for conquest and plunder. Their chieftains and warriors feared not vengeance of gods nor the wrath of their enemies. Death would not punish them. Okay. I'll probably use a camp once everyone hits yellow.
Hey.
Let's go. Corrupt the druids, man. Can't just be
Me you're hitting!
Wow, might as well use my, since I'm about to rest, I might as well use the twice my rest. That's it. Oh, damn, Hieromas
Hey.
is not the tankiest. Perhaps should not be on the front lines. Let's see. Never could Picos accord with their chiefs. Can a people find order when sunset brings darkness, but never a map in the sky, the stars of the sky?
Of course.
And what does the flame reveal?
Another downstairs, probably? Never the spirit and always the flesh are people of lowered eyes. Oh, okay, I got some sporlings over there. Alright, get out of this.
Hey.
What else can come on? I haven't saved in a while. Let's save. Whew.
Hey.
Oh damn. Okay, I can see why that guy's dead. There. Oh god, there's even more?
Following your lead.
Turrets! Not moving.
Oh, completely forgot I gotta summon those abilities.
I'm here.
I have no idea what to do now. This is bad.
Follow it.
Summon more drakes? I don't think so, not yet.
That wound's
No, you die!
I'm not.
I don't know.
Roak 10.
You're not getting through me.
Varanthus!
I have
I'm here.
Hopefully those weren't permanent death. Are they dead? I'm really embarrassed. Nope, it seems they're dead. That's... Oh no, we're fine.
Hey. Hey.
Gotta get those dank spores.
Of course.
Ooh. That was only level 1. Alright guys.
Hey.
Let's freaking camp.
All right.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
All right then.
That's it!
Hey.
Can you knock down? Oh.
And what does the flame reveal?
Hey.
You can trust me.
There you go.
That's settled.
Get 100. Get some XP. Anything else? Nothing interactable? Alright.
Hey.
Why did he put the traps right
What?
next to freaking...
Of course.
Let's go. Level 2. It's kind of weird to imagine that these guys are the ones who made the South Park game. Frankly. Alright. Save.
And what does the flame reveal?
Is it a teleporter? What the hell is this? A series of pictographs, simple but clear, are carved on a column in this alcove. Figures of men and women with their arms out raised are carved into the top of the column. Suits of armor in the same pose have been chiseled onto the bottom. Or is this the golem thing?
A simple test. That's settled.
Where do we go first? Clear side room? Let's clear side room. Well, what? Got phantoms? Asia grows from a central pillar and seems to spill. Well, let's...
Hey. I'm here. I'm here. Hey.
Luminous egg-shaped stones are nesting from within the rippling Adria.
Hey.
Quiet.
Yep. They're freaking... Okay, so now they created their, we should go.
Let's end this!
Scenes from a battle appear on this column. An army of men in loincloths and hides is gathered, dwarfed by a dozen suits. Full suits of armor that loom over them. In the descending images, the armor has crushed the army. So there was a war between... They were using
Alright then.
these golems as peacekeepers, I guess? Alright, hold on. Let's
What?
have the trap master go around. So we don't get wrecked. Hold up, this looks important.
Hey. I'll see what I can find.
Whoa. What the hell is this? A man and woman carved from lustrous age report the contents of a vase at their feet. Central room? What the hell is this? That was fast.
Margarin's fire casts light in dark places.
Oh. More animats. What the hell? He has some kind of chain lightning ability?
Of course.
Leave it to me! These ones are in!
Yeah, they don't even auto attack things that are near them. It's really weird.
Light, flame, and sound.
Okay, assume there's a level. Is there a level 3 then? Enemies are all pretty weak in here.
Hey.
Oh, no. Whoa. Okay, well. Well, he's down. Knock the fences down? I don't know.
Following you.
What? And what does the flame reveal?
Time was availed to the goddess, to the godless. No blessings to reap and no mercies to sow. The pictograms in this alcove portray a procession marching to an altar. A lone figure lies upon the altar, and another member of the procession drives a dagger into his heart. Something flows from the dying man into the white stone perched above the altar. So they put their essence into these stones, I guess. Is what this means?
I'll do the prodding around here, Watcher.
Hey.
You can trust me.
Hey.
Not sure I can, Durant.
I'm here.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Oh.
Hmm?
There we go. 150
Hey.
XP. Look at that. Get that XP.
Hmm?
Oh, another trap.
That's settled.
Bounding missiles. Damn, we got mad traps to use now.
Hey.
On the hunt.
Let's go. I know it's... we can make it this far with no traps. Oof.
Not a sound.
Oh, whoa. What the hell is this? Okay, well, somebody's gotta go take care of.
if it makes you rest easy.
Fighters in iron, relentless and fierce as thousands of foes. Yep, they made their golems. Images of men and women swing hammers and heating iron over a forge filled this alcove. They're making forge knights, basically. Okay. Anything else? Nothing?
Yes? Hey.
Hello? Hello?
Save. There probably is a level 3. We'll see.
Hello?
A simple test.
3 lockpicks? Sure, I have 29
That's
lockpicks.
settled.
No problem. Okay. Why do Chanters start with a bonus to mechanics? Hold on. Second. Yeah, okay. Oh, probably should send him ahead. Wait, is this the same level as the other? Oh, this is a further alcove. Okay. Oh! Oh, it's another one of those machines.
Hey. Hey.
I shall be discreet.
Here we go. The hell? Oh, nothing? Nothing happened. Let's take a look what's over here. Nothing. Oh. What's this? Running board. Inspect the stream. Shallow bottom flickers and wavers just under its water's edge, but as you look towards the tunnel, the bottom disappears into darkness. From here, it's impossible to tell how deep the stream is. Let's see what's going on with this thing. A haze of essence lingers over the body, as faint and insubstantial as a dust plume in a rider's wake. Yet as you draw closer, whispered instructions echo in your ears, and anticipation warms your blood. In a vision, you see the same stone machine you approached moments ago, but from a different height and angle, as if through different eyes. You'd heard rumors that some of your brethren were sent here months before, yet you see no sign that anyone's been here. In fact, the cobblestones are covered in a fine layer of dust, ash. You know suddenly what this will cost you, and you are ready. The orders were clear. The effects of the machine in Clîaban Rilag were wearing off. A child had been born not far from Deerford recently, its soul intact. The machine would need to be reactivated. You and your companions take up your positions. Okay, so it costs life to keep this curse going? You share a final look of information between yourselves. You don't know your name, and you don't know... they don't know your name, and you don't know theirs. But you know that you're doing the work of the gods together. None of the rest matters. 2 carved bands of stone in the middle of the machine grind into motion. They rotate in opposite directions, picking up speed until they spin like freshly greased carriage wheels. A wind shrieks through the cavern, accelerating with the stone rings. You press your hands to your ears and grit your teeth against the noise. You're about to shut your eyes when you glimpse new movement. Rows of triangular flaps around the machine open like petals. You don't know what's happening in the machine, but you feel tingling at your extremities. Searing pain spreads through your body, a hot knife separating every tissue and ligament within you. All the while, it feels as if you're falling towards the machine, your stomach mashed against your spine. What happens next is too fast to process. You awaken from the vision to find yourself kneeling and gasping for air. Holding your head, you let the tiles between your knees gradually come into focus. As you catch your breath, you remember the strange scene you saw outside Clîaban Rilag, where several robed figures fell amidst a howling bivouac. Looking at the ash scattered across the cavern floor, it is apparent that the leaden key had been doing this, whatever it is, all over the diary. So, Are you feeling okay? Did you catch alcoholism from the deer wounds? His smile turns nervous as he looks you over, examining you for signs of it. You're off in your own little dream for a moment. What's going on with you? Can we destroy this thing? It just crumbles into ash. Is that it? Oh, here we go. Got another quest. The famous and wealthy Rawatai scholar, Amaya, has been compiling a massive codex of Eora's varied legends over her long life, pulling from Aumaua sources as well as from Adir, Old Vale, Vilea, the Ixamiddle Plains, and Nazitak. The work is truly gargantuan, spanning thousands of pages. While she has had scribes busy for the last 2 decades copying her current body of work, a few folk tales have remained out of her reach. She has attempted to contact the elder Glamfalon of the White That Wends, arrange a special meeting with the Adir in Sigdra, and sit among the most revered Rio of Ir Glamfaf. In all attempts, she has been unsuccessful due to various threats that stand in her way. These last subjects will be the final chapters of her life's work, and she is seeking experience, adventures, and travel. Well, she's the White That Wends is where she's from, right? So we're gonna go Sagani. I usually, if there's a story reason to do things, I usually do it. Okay, so I went through the whole thing. That's the end of the quest, right? Yeah, okay. That's the main quest. Alright, I guess I could just get out here then. You take slow, sloshing steps toward the mouth of the tunnel, holding yourself upright while the current tugs at your legs. The cold water leaves you gasping. As it rises past your waist, you fight to control your breaths. The stream bed soon drops out from under your feet, and the current pushes you toward the tunnel with growing force. The current pushes you through the tunnel faster and faster, tugging you downward. Over your head, the tunnel narrows and drops, leaving only a thin pocket of air. You take a final deep breath before the current drags you into its depths. Rays of light pierce the darkness, but the current is moving too fast now for you to see more than flickering glimpses as you speed by. You keep your hand in front of you and focus on avoiding the jagged rocks that appear suddenly in the darkness, jutting from the walls. A faint light winks at you ahead. You're approaching it fast, but it appears to be in the mouth of a second smaller tunnel. You might be able to reach it, but your lungs have started to ache. Oh, here we go. Oh, so whoever has the highest athletic. Reaching it will be a challenge for anyone without strong lung capacity. Well, freaking Kanna's a shark person, right? Should be fine. Kanna pulls himself into the tunnel, executing deft scissor kicks while the passage narrows. Before he reaches the end, his lungs hit their limit and he turns back. What? Okay.
Hey.
Wait, the shark person couldn't do it? Okay, so I'm gonna freaking... Oh, do I just have to load the thing? Let's see if I should load this. I guess I should. There's no fight here, so I guess I'll load it. I should have saved before I checked the thing. Hopefully I did. I don't know. The shark person couldn't make it. You're like the master of swimming. Okay. Who has the highest athletics here? Let's take a look. 8. 5. Maybe his athletics just not high enough. Okay. Well, Edir is 8. Ah, here we go. You need Constitution. Okay. At the end, he finds a skeleton with a handle protruding from his ribs. Edir pulls it free and pushes off from the wall, propelling himself back towards the main tunnel. Swirling and tumbling through the darkness of the tunnel, you at last see a halo of light above, and you swim and kick towards it. At last, your head breaks the surface. You gulp air into your aching lungs, and you pull yourself into the edge of the pool. Crawling out of the water, you look at the cavern around you as you massage feeling back into your aching, cold, numb limbs. Again, the Rose of Salt Hollow. Oh, it's a dagger? It's a Morning Star, what? a young weapon with a relatively short history. The rose is forged from the blackened Yamiran steel and popped with a wickedly thorny bloom of petals. The morning star's resemblance to his namesake doesn't end with the head. Its long, faded black shaft also features small thorns along its entire length, causing discomfort even to an armored wielder. Hakran Grist, a successful adventurer from the Ridsiran seaside village of Salt Hollow, had the gnarly weapon made after his friends joked about how nothing could grow in the alkaline soil of their home. Hakran used the rose to defend Salt Hollow from bandits and to help his comrades kill 2 skydrakes, who had made their lair near a road leading into the village. When Salt Hollow no longer held the wonder for them that it once had, Hakran and his friends made their way to Deerwood to seek their fortunes in the ruins of Ir Glanfaf. They have not been heard from since. Ah, well, he died and it found its way here. Well, that's pretty high value. I don't have anyone who uses two-handed weapons, that was the problem. But what the hell does speed do? Oh, you get movement speed. Oh, I think Crucible Life. It's actually better armor even though their rarity is lower.
Hey.
Alright, we just walk our way out and convince them to not kill us? I don't know. Save again. And we go, hey man, I kinda did your job for you? I don't know. The intruders were never coming out. I suppose you can go back through the bridge. The warriors turn as you exit the ruin. Their painted faces betraying shock and anger. You are warned, Estromor. A narrow-ass bridge, and guess what? I got the sword. I'm gonna rest soon, so I'm not super worried about, not super got a shining beacon.
Hey.
Oh. How is that thing? Oh, it leveled up? Oh, okay. So you have... Oh, that's what's charming them, the dominate. Okay. Now this weapon's getting super strong. Alright, we can go back and, oh, where do we go? Oh, we actually have to go to the same building for both things.
Hey, I'm sorry about what I said before. About the, skin-faced Orlans.
It's all right. I knew what you were trying to say, and that's why I didn't gut you.
I didn't know I was saying something bad.
I get it. I get it. Let's just put it behind us.
Now that we're friends again, is it okay if I pet you?
What? No! Damn it, Adair. Is your family tree just one looping square?
Something big's probably gonna happen. Because we just finished 3 main quests, right? one of the ciphers, maybe. Oh no. Corin may be able to
Good
help us?
day to you.
Oh, here we go. I want to trace a man who might have touched this item. From a war standard, yes? Read Ceres? Yes, I believe I can be of assistance here. The imprint isn't fresh, but it is well preserved for the most part. If you're looking for someone, your unusual gift may be of value here. Images can be fleeting. Your target will be easier to identify by the makeup of his soul. I will share what I see. It will be up to you to make sense of it. You'll pardon my presence in your mind. All for a good cause. He takes you by the hand, holding the steel sun in the other. Now, clear your mind of all wayward thoughts. Close your eyes and concentrate. The sun is bright in your mind's eye, warm with the pulse of collective experience and noisy with the thoughts of the past. Of battle, of faith, of home. Wait, so why is... Oh, it's in Indir. Okay. You drift from voice to voice, thought to thought. Indir's soul, a vibrant signature with which to locate his brother. One voice stands out amidst the din, brassy Ernest. A shade brighter than Indir's, but unmistakably of the same construction. You have no image of its owner, but his journey is imprinted within the points and curves of the steel sun, and in your mind it opens before you, as a path stretching both southward to Gilded Vale and northward over the uneven terrain that joins the Deerwood to Reed Ceres. Trace the path back to its origin, far back as you can find, gliding over the plains and hillsides to a one-room home in Gilded Vale with a thatched roof and a dirt floor. The path is faint here, its distance and time rendering images blurry and details scarce. From Gilded Vale it follows a road toward Madmer Bridge, reaching the gates of Defiance Bay before diverting abruptly, cutting northward in a beeline for Reed Ceres. The path leads to a Reed Ceres city, regal and austere in the Adir imperial style. It winds through streets and climbs a grand set of stairs into a stately building, passing through pointed archways into what appears to be a throne room. Upon the throne sits a man whose head is pure, blinding light, and as his gaze turns to you, the light drowns out all else. Its voice carries the force of thunder, but his words are impossible to make out in the imprint, echoes of echoes. The voice and light fade, and the path bends backwards, carrying you along to a barracks, then back southward, marching into Direwwood and skirmishing along the way. Upon one battlefield, the imprint is vivid, and you see a Reed Ceres standard topped with a steel sun, clutched in the hands of a fallen soldier. You see a young man in Reed Ceres armor with Idir's straw-colored hair race towards the standard and lift it, the path you've been following clear to see beneath his feet. And as his hand brushes the steel tip, you can hear his thoughts racing in a blur, and they are of his god and his country, and a brother he hopes is far away from this place. In an instant, the thoughts are gone, as well as the man, and the standard is passed to another soldier. You pick the path up again, as it meanders south and disintegrates into the shadow of Clîaban Rilag. You open your eyes.
Anything? Looked like you were working real hard there.
Your brother got as far as Defiance Bay before turning to Reed Ceres instead. You met Waidwin there, then he enlisted.
What'd he talk about with Waidwin?
Waidwin's head was a beam of light.
I figured that. Odin and me had heard enough stories from his uprising to know it wasn't just some tall tale. Doesn't mean he was Aethys. It could have been some wizard's trick. It's what they talked about that's important. What'd they say? That's not funny. Come on. That metal sun, my brother touched it. You saw where he went. Now what'd he talk about with Waidwin? Why'd my brother fight for Reed Ceres?
I wish I had something better to tell.
I guess that's it.
Idir's mouth hangs open and his eyes glaze, his forehead creased between his eyebrows. He rakes his teeth over his lower lip. His voice is barely a whisper. We'll find some other.
I don't think we will. What will we do? Look for more war relics? We were lucky to find this one. The soldiers that fought with him are long dead. The battle was a massacre. Whatever Aethys knows, he's not talking to anyone.
You can go now. I've seen what I needed to see. I wish I could have been of more help. You have my sympathies. As often as an item shows us what we need to know, it will disappoint. My files are full of cases that have run cold. On bad days, I think often of leaving, applying my skills to something less confounding.
Hey.
There should be more, right? There's a thief. Oh, we still haven't done that yet, actually.
Hey.
How much time do we have left? It's only been an hour. We got some time. You know what? I'm gonna go do that cave.
All right, then.
First, back to Kainua. Anything else happen? Nothing? Okay. Still need 6 hours to complete that. Alright. I feel a deer. I should always take a deer because this is a big part of this plot. I mean, the plot weaves into all the companions' main stories, right? Oh. All their plots are tied into this. A second. Damn. The white that went. Here we are. Hate it.
My home, but your fortress is impressive in its own little way.
Trading grounds completed. Let's construct some more. What do we at? We're about even now, 40 and 40. I want to push the prestige because that basically just gives more money. Let's see. Oh,
Hey.
whoa, there's a way that we
Hope
can
I didn't
talk.
seem ungrateful back there in the battlefield. And you went out of your way.
Awesome.
Got real close. Didn't expect that. But for a second, I thought I was gonna finally see some answers. Foolish, of course. And why should I get answers? There's a world of Aethasians out there, don't know if their god's been blown up. Still, man can't help looking back. Guess you'd know that well as anyone.
Edir stares off, focusing on some distant thing, unseen and unrealized.
I might have turned my back on my god when he needed me. That's all I'll ever know. He'd tell me to trust him. Of course, it'd be a lot easier if I knew it was mine. But, maybe I don't need to. Something to think about, I guess.
Oh.
Hey.
Alright. Actually, does the lady have a companion quest? I'm curious. I think I'm gonna take Kana out then. Though he's pretty useful.
Safe travels.
Curious if Grieving Mother actually has
Your
any...
thoughts must flow deeply. Your mind comes back.
Hey.
I assume you're supposed to find the birthing bell, actually. Is there any reason to go back to Matrix Hold? Oh, no, regular. Oh, yeah, actually, I'm gonna do the cave first before I do that. Build the rest of this. Damn, it's almost completely constructed. I'm not even
Alright,
finished
then.
with what is it under? It's under Searing Falls, right? Yeah. Hopefully the cave's not super long. I don't think it will be. Yep, it's over here. Whoa, I didn't even fully explore this thing. Oh, that's why.
I'll make it.
Okay, well, I'm way stronger now than I was before, so should be fine.
Let's have it up! Let's have it up! Let's have it out!
That's...
Soulbound items are super rare, and I can see why. The leveling along with you thing gives it really powerful.
All right, then. Hey.
So I didn't fully explore this place. What are these Zalwoops?
Leave it to me! Leave it to...
Yes?
It is
course.
very colorful. Where does this go? Oh, it doesn't go anywhere. Whoa, more drakes. Alright.
I'm all right.
Attack the young drake. Whoa. Okay.
Hi?
My
Yep. That's it.
Hey,
Easy peasy now.
of course.
What's at the center of this, though? Where's the outwarps?
That's it!
How did these guys not get attacked by drakes all the time?
Hooray! That's it!
Hey.
Alright. Going in the cave. Probably a dragon, right? Dragon, rock the dragon. Cinders of Faith. Okay, we're definitely, Mogren people love their fire.
A temple to... Margaret, if there ever was. That's how you know she's a...
Fire doesn't do anything.
I wish you no harm. Shed no blood.
One person's turn.
I'm here.
Everyone else back off, probably. Yep, because of that.
You're not getting through me. Hey. Laying low. I'll see what I can find.
Is this actually a temple to Mogren inside a freaking volcano? Rippling waves of heat rise. Well, yeah, you're in a freaking volcano. Okay, well.
Hey. You're not getting through me. You're not getting through me.
That's it!
Hey. You're not getting through me.
Yes, cluster all your guys up. Best time.
Leave it to me.
Yeah?
That's it!
There's a lesson to be learned.
Leave it. You're not getting through.
These ones are in for a walloping!
I shall.
I'm here.
Everyone else back off so we don't get caught in the blast.
Leave it to me.
These ones are in for a walloping! For Athens!
I'm here.
So the Zalrips worship Mogren. That's a very telling thing. She's worshipped by goblins. Well, she's revered by the city too, but rippling waves of heat rise. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so this looks like a big important part. Let's save. Before we do anything too rash. Whoa, we fight an actual dragon. Alright. Kale the Silent. The Drake cocks his enormous head, looking at you. It issues a stream of words directly into your mind. Glowing, burning, spark. You, human thing. You come to take my spark, yes? What's the spark? The Drake coils his body protectively around something. Spark is an ember. Warm, glowing, beautiful. Turns his head to look at you out of one slit pupil. One day I will become a burning thing. Bright and terrible like my spark. Come to steal it with your cold dirt. Alright. Okay, so you're gonna go try to knock him down. We're probably gonna be using all our well, burning doesn't help them, right? Because this takes take burn damage. Problem, they're made of fire. It's not super helpful. Oh, her. Let's just punch.
My mind feels.
Do some more support. Bonus to all defense. Let's go.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
What does this do? Does he have nothing to do with burn damage?
Oh man.
These ones are in for a walloping!
Okay, no, I need someone to
My mind.
Let's have it out!
I might as well use a stronger one of these.
Griff! Stand together!
I shall. That's not very...
Oh, whoa. What? I need to freaking heal.
What?
No, I need to DPS this guy.
Hey,
Let's have it!
Any more healing? Yes, I do. More healing.
I can hold out.
Mo
Yeah!
Moe. Ixi Ana.
Leave it to me. Yes?
Kale the silent, right? Oh, I guess it's because he doesn't talk. He communicates telepathically.
Leave it!
That's not very helpful.
We're done.
Hey,
Alright. Drake Slayer. What was this glowing thing? Burning stone. A bright orange blaze. Bright orange light blazes from the center of the stone. It radiates intense heat, yet it doesn't burn your hands as you hold it. Oh? Doesn't Durance want this for himself? It's pretty valuable. Oh, here it is. On the ground where the dragon had curled around it, you find a stone that glows a brilliant orange. It is cool to the touch when you reach to retrieve it. Durance catches a glimpse of it. His eyes bulge out of their sockets. He scowls, his mouth puckered as though having tasted poison, and he spits on the stony ground. A horrid's cruel jest. The bitch has always known where to sink her claws to get a rise out of me. The stone you carry. This is a part of the bomb that destroyed Aethys, the God Hammer. Tell me about the god. Ask me on the road, Watcher. I'm in no mood for it with the horde's bitter perfume still clogging my senses. You seem angry. For the first time, Durance seems to become aware of his demeanor, and as quickly as it had flared, it seemed to recede, until you would start to question whether he had been angry at all. No, it is not anger, you see. I am merely the victim of a divine practical joke, it seems. That will remain between she and I, Watcher, for only I am able to appreciate it. What's it doing here? One wonders. The bomb blew big, but it would not have sent fragments this far from the Citadel. The Drake must have carried it quite a distance, or Magra merely put it near herself. Is it worth anything? Ha ha! Ask Aethys. If you mean in terms of copper, there was a time when it might have been, but the markets soon become flooded with pieces of the God Hammer, most of them no more than the trivial enchantments of swindlers dabbling in wizardry, counterfeit. As there has never been a reliable way to judge a fragment's authenticity, and the would-be judges are often watchers, questionable as the artifacts themselves. Their value has plummeted considerably. Ask any shopkeeper if he's interested. He'll try to sell you his fragments instead. You catch Durance scowling once more out of the corner of your eye, but he says nothing else. Yo, he wants it, man. You could just say it. You want it, just say it. I'll keep it for you. I mean, you kill the dragon with me. You know? It's fine. What else is in here? Let's,
keeping an eye out.
Ah, okay, so there's a trap. Oh, okay. Trap the sword. Ooh, what did he keep? The dragon was smart enough to trap his horde. That's interesting. What's over here? What is this? Necklace of fireballs. It just lets you use a fireball. That's not bad. For people who have nothing better to do in combat, you can just throw it out, right? But the neck is a pretty valuable slot. Like most slot items are filled out. I'm not sure it's worth it. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go back. Divine practical joke, it seems. probably rest before that. Yeah. Oh, okay, so if your health damage is reduced to 0, you
I must say, I'm impressed.
Supplicant. What does this do? Let me see. What do I build? I just build some more.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sneak up on you. I just... Well, you seemed preoccupied.
You seem preoccupied.
Mad old watches, a Colton on trail. What's not to worry about? I suppose I've just noticed you acting a little, unusual lately. Talking to people who aren't there, remembering flashbacks of your previous life. I just want to make sure you're doing all right.
You symptoms sounding familiar?
You know me too well. But it does seem that our afflictions differ. Isilmir asserts herself now and then, but that's nothing new. You, on the other hand, you seem to be getting worse. I should let you rest. It looks like we'll have another full day tomorrow.
Oh, you're a nice guy. Whoop. Or it's probably gonna be his sword quest. Is probably gonna be some super dark secret. Alright, off we go. Back to Brackenbury, right? We gotta go. Oh, wait, no. We should go into full first fires first to give that stone back to that lady. And know what? Reignite her faith? Wrong way. Yep, gotta go into the... Alright, here we go. Go to the temple.
Gods keep you.
You still have visions of the falls? Yes, and of the cave. Something within. Some small bright ember of faith, guarded by a terrible danger. Here. By the flame, do you know what this is? It's a fragment of the Godhammer bomb. Yes, the very weapon that Magrin herself helped us build to defeat Wadewood in the Saints' War. It's weird, seeing it right in front of you like that. Before it was just stories. Never seemed real. Yet her mouth twists into a frown, and the orange light carves deep shadows across her face. So why don't I feel any differently? What good does it do? Her knuckles whiten as she tightens her fingers around the stone. Transformation through trial. It isn't an easy answer, but I would expect no less from my goddess. This woman hasn't been tried at all. Would that we were alone, I would take it upon myself to instill real transformation. Fira. As she looks at the statue, as flame springs from its raised hand. One of the things I have always loved about Magrin is her affinity for fire. How it grows and spreads. Maybe we should get that look to the... You feel the warmth from the fire rippling across the room. You've given me what I need. I'll make sure to give the people at Defiance Bay the support they need. Now let me give you something you might need. A weapon worthy of the goddess herself. Please accept it as thanks for your services to Margaret. And to me. What do I get? The warning's Unforgiven. The origin of this item is a point of contention among the followers of Aethus and Woedica. Aethesians claimed that their priests had a commission in the early aftermath of the Saints' War, in hopes that it would coax their god back into the world to finish what he started. Woedicans, on the other hand, claimed that the item is older than that, an instrument of retribution against oathbreakers, originally employed by the Steel Garrote, an order of Woedican paladins devoted to enforcement of oaths and contracts, often in mirthless fashion. The flail itself is unique in that the spiked ball at its end was fashioned out of an incense burner, and when it sees vigorous use, the smell of incense blankets the area. Its reputation has led to a handful of notable deceptions, whereby people who defied their agreements were frightened into honoring them when the smell of incense was introduced into the negotiation room or bedchamber. Whoa. This is pretty good. Exceptional, plus 8 accuracy, plus 30% damage, plus 25%. Whoa, plus burn. I don't think a flail would be. Just give him the flail, I guess. I'll have to give him the proficiency later. Does he have proficiency with it? Let me see. Morning Star. Okay, so he does actually. This is a Morning Star, right? No, it's a flail. Is there actually a specific Morning Star and flail differentiation? I don't think so. Yeah. Let me see. Doesn't do very much. It's more accurate, but it does less damage. Maybe it attacks faster. I don't know. Let me see. Interrupt. What's weak interruption? It counts as a hammer? What is it? Oh no, it's crush damage. Does it? Can it tell you your DPS? Like, it just tells you the individual hits, right? But the point of this thing is it's fast. Alright, you know what? I'll probably give it to, what's her name? I'll give it to the other paladin. Alright.
Hey. You must gather your
Doris is salty. Doris is very salty. Let's see the end of Act 2. See what happens.
So, Alof, have you ever woken up to find your other half used your body during the night?
I don't think I understand you. And I'm not sure I want to.
Well, I've found that if I go to sleep hungry enough, I wake up covered in blood and delightfully full.
Alright, Breckenbury. Does the courier have something for me again? That'd be nice. Oh, nothing. Alright. Upstairs we go.
How fares your search?
Okay.
Yes? Well, let's hear it.
The Leaden Key is manipulating a group of Inwifid machines that span the country. It seems to be causing the Hollowborn epidemic.
I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. It seemed too extreme even for them. How naive I've been.
So every time the effect stops, they have to sacrifice
The
more
Leaden
people to the
Key's
thing.
conspiracy is clear now. They have used Engwithan technology to engineer Widewind's legacy, and they want people to blame Animancy for it. As we
You
speak,
gotta push
the
Animancy now
Duke
to
is
counteract
holding
his
hearings
plans.
in the palace. He is listening to arguments for and against Animancy. When they finish, he is expected to decide whether to outlaw it. It seems the Leaden Key has been pushing Deerwood down this path for some time. I, for one, would enjoy seeing their little scheme fouled up at the last moment. Our Duke must hear what you have to say. Unfortunately, the hearings are closed to the public, which makes the Duke inaccessible until they are completed. However, certain groups have been invited to attend.
Well,
You
what a
might get in
coincidence!
with
I
one
helped
of
out
them
Knights of
if
the
you
Crucible.
aren't above a little pandering. There are delegations from the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, and from House Dominel. If you can gain the support of one of those groups, that may be your best way in. See what you can arrange.
Okay.
What of them?
One thing.
We would only do that as a last resort. Walking in with one of the 3 invited groups puts you in a position of influence. Walking in alone as a representative of Dunreed Row would earn you distrust among all the rest. It seems our organization has a reputation for
Well,
nosiness
you can read people's
and
minds and
manipulation,
shit, so
for
yeah.
whatever reason. It would be best if people did not see Dunreed Row's hand in this. Easier for them to embrace the truth.
Okay.
Avar is many things to many people, and that is why he sits the throne. To the frontiersmen, he is one of their own. To the patriotic, he is a sole descendant of Admeth Hadrit. To the nobility, he is from an old and established family.
Well, the soul descendant thing's probably
All
pretty
of
easy.
these are half-truths or exaggerations, a tale he has spun around himself. The man behind the tale may not be the greatest mind in Deerwood, but he knows people. He knows when they are sincere and when they lie. He knows when they are strong and when they are weak. The other matters he leaves to me. Outwardly, he prefers to come off a bit of a simpleton. Don't
The
be
classic
fooled.
playing dumb.
Before he was a duke, he was a trapper, and an excellent one at that.
Alright.
Hey,
So I just gotta go talk to the knights and let me in. Do I have any? Let me see if I have any other quests, because some stuff's probably gonna change. All real mysteries. Explore the endless path. I have not explored the endless paths yet. Probably a lot of stuff we haven't. Actually, where is the still have to find the stolen scroll. Something about a farmhouse. Let's go to Copper Lane first. You know what? I'm gonna finish off these loose ends on my own. See you guys next time for the big trial. Alright, thanks for watching.